All right, guys, welcome back to another Star Wars with Daddy stream. How's everyone doing? I didn't tell Afton, it's my fault. But we're gonna start doing 7:30 instead of 7:15. Afton usually gets out at 7:30. I thought it'd just be a little bit easier to do it that way. And that's it, really. Andor episode 7 just came out. Not just came out. Came out yesterday. So there's all of that. There's some new. There's not really new news, but Tales of the Jedi comes out next week, so we're gonna be covering that. Probably gonna be covering it all at once. I don't know if we're gonna do breakdowns, but we'll definitely do a review of it on the channel. Yeah. Let me see.
Hey, kids.
Why did you say it like that?
Because I thought so.
Stop that.
Okay.
Yeah. We're doing 7:30 instead of 7:15.
Yep.
Because 7:30 is just easier. All right. Did you watch episode 7?
No, I'm just kidding. I did.
What'd you think of it?
I thought it was pretty solid for an episode with no, I thought it was very good for an episode with no action. I mean, I liked how you guys have seen the politics videos we've done. There was a lot of politics in this episode, and it wasn't like in the background. It was right in your face. And I mean, I enjoyed that part a lot. I also like how Andor isn't getting full screen time. It's not like 80% Andor. It's probably less than half, honestly, how much Andor is on the screen. But the time that he's not on the screen is still entertaining. It's not like a crappy subplot that we have to watch to get to the good stuff. It's all around very solid. And I mean, just Andor's character development is just so fun. It's so nice. It's like at the very beginning, you're like, why does he give a crap? I mean, everyone hates the Empire. Why does he hate them this much? And it's like, well, he hates them this much because they hung his friend.
Father.
Shoot. And then you see a whole bunch of other. Just at the very end, you see him getting wrongfully prosecuted just from standing there or whatever. And just knowing that happened before Rogue One makes you understand why he hates the Empire so much. Because even earlier in just that episode, he was like, let's just go live somewhere else and pretend the Empire doesn't exist. He wanted to do passive even with his past. But the Empire doesn't make it easy at all for him to just try and pass on that. And honestly, love this character development.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good episode. I liked it a lot. Not a whole lot of different content, but just genuinely good stuff. Finally got to actually hear Palpatine's name, so that was cool to have him name dropped multiple times. Got to see stormtroopers, got to see clone troopers, got to see more backstory for Andor himself. Just overall, it was a lot more intriguing than probably the first 4 or 5. So it's good that they're starting to ramp it up because it's definitely picked up the pace a little bit, and that's good. Break it down, really, it starts off with Cyril. I feel like a couple of them have started off as Cyril. He gets an interview with his uncle, and I think apparently his uncle works for something with Imperial something. They work with, it's like accounting. They work with numbers and things like that. And then it kind of, I forget where it goes exactly after that. I think.
Doesn't it cut almost straight to Andor?
Yeah, I think it goes to Andor. He goes home, talks to his mommy, kind of gets a flashback. So the guy, because there was, if you guys remember, there was a guy, and then his mom, I forget, there's his adoptive parents or whatever. They picked him up, and we kind of wondered where the guy went. We get a flashback that when the Empire was coming to that sector, he was executed
wrongfully too. He wasn't trying to persecute the Empire. He was trying to prevent the people who were throwing stones at the Empire, and then he was hanged.
Yeah. So there's some more backstory there. Then he goes off running, and then we get some more backstory on the ISB characters that we meet. I can't remember any of their names.
Deidre.
We get some. We get Admiral Wolf Yularen. If you guys remember, he's in Clone Wars. He's an admiral. And then in A New Hope, he's also at that table with Tarkin and all of those guys. He also dies on the Death Star, but he's a pretty big name. So it was cool to see him with the ISB and dropped in Star Wars. And then, yeah, he goes on a vacation planner or whatever, gets pushed in with a bunch of other guys who are vandalizing apparently or whatever, or something like that. And now he's in jail. And that's kind of where we left off. So and there's obviously some things we're missing, but overall, it's just a lot better for pacing.
Yeah. This episode felt fast, even though there was nothing physically going on. No explosions, no fighting at all, but it just felt like a episode that actually gained my attention the entire time. I didn't accidentally fall asleep in it like I did with some of the other series, but I liked it a lot, especially there's the two plots that are going on really right now, like Andor, and then you got like Luthen and Deidre. I mean, that Deidre's pretty much a third plot right there. Like, and then you get this other one of, I can't remember the guy. The first scene in the episode where he's in that room, pretty much accounting. You got 4 different things going on at once, and it's honestly easy to kind of keep up with all of them. It doesn't feel like someone with ADHD just made an episode. It honestly feels pretty smooth. I like it overall, and then they just throw in that random scene with the Andor just decides to go to some random beach planet, or not beach planet with a beach, and just chillax and thrown in jail. I mean, it's just unique. I'll say that much. Wonder how they get out of jail, because if he's in jail for the next few episodes or the rest of the series, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Yeah, it was a good episode. That's kind of it for Star Wars as it is. Really not a whole lot going on. Just different rumors and things like that, but nothing new is going on. Tales of the Jedi is supposed to come out next Wednesday, so we'll be doing a breakdown and review of that also next stream. I'm super excited for that. It's going to be relatively short, 6 episodes and like probably an average of 15 minutes an episode. So a little bit around an hour overall.
Yeah.
Or an hour and a half.
Yep.
So it'll be fun to watch. A little disappointing that it's that short, but I'm super excited. We get to finally see what happens with Yaddle, because we see her drop in the trailer, get some more backstory on Ahsoka, and get more Dooku, because there's never enough Dooku. Dooku's an awesome character.
Amazing.
And so that's coming up next week, but that's really it for Star Wars, at least for the media side of it. And then new rumors for Lego Star Wars sets next, because they have the winter wave, and then they have summer wave, and then they kind of have some things drop here and there for like fall. Like for this fall, we had UCS Razor Crest. In the spring, we had the N1 Mando's N1 Starfighter. So just things like that. But then the winter, like this winter, we had the 2 what's it called? Minifigure packs. We had the ATST, and then we had what was the other one? And we had the Snow Trooper Battle Pack. For next, I don't know if we have any minifigure packs. It doesn't look like we have a lot confirmed. We're supposed to be getting another 501st Battle Pack with this 2021 retiring this year. We're supposed to be getting a new one next year. A couple different brickheads. We're getting a Sand People, a Tusken Raider one, and then because I think it's the 40th anniversary of what's it called, Return of the Jedi. So with that, they're doing a every once in a while they do like a bunch of BrickHeads in one set. They're doing 5. They have Lando, Andor, Leia, Luke, an Ewok, and there was another one that I can't remember exactly. But there's those, and there's another set. I'm not aware of what it is quite yet, but we'll probably do a video of that, of some upcoming sets coming this winter. But we'll also probably do a video on all the retiring sets, because there's a decent amount of sets that are retiring that are pretty
nice,
pretty big sets that have done pretty good for the Lego. Like the 501st Battle Pack has been the top selling Amazon Lego set since it came out, and that came out almost 3 years ago. So with that retiring, that's a pretty big thing for the Star Wars community. And then just a couple other ones. I believe the the AAT, I think it's what it's called. The Separatist or the droid chip, the tank. I think it's called the AAT. Yeah, I think that sounds right. That's retiring. And there's a couple other ones. There's a UCS. I think the UCS Star Destroyer is retiring. And there's some other ones.
AT-AT is going to retire this coming year, not 2022.
The play set is. Not the UCS.
Yeah.
The play set's retiring. Yeah, so just a bunch of things like that. And that's really it for Star Wars. Our channel, we're gonna. This is probably no one's gonna watch the stream anyway, so I don't have to really spoiling it. It usually does like 20 views at the best, but once we get to 100 views, we're gonna probably kind of start changing up the content. It's not gonna be exclusively Star Wars anymore. It's gonna be a lot of other. If anyone knows who Penguin Zero is, where he it's not gonna be like that kind of explicit content where we collect dildos, but more of just like topics are gonna be various. They're not gonna be one thing. We're still gonna do Star Wars because that's what the true passion of this YouTube channel started as, so it's never gonna leave it. But it's not gonna be like every YouTube video is a Lego Star Wars or a Star Wars video. There'll probably be a lot more like gaming and just different topics we want to talk about.
The main reason we're doing this is because Star Wars just hasn't been pumping out enough content. The content that they have been pumping out either is mid-tier or it can be covered in 10 minutes. Like, we just covered all of the Andor episode, and we missed a couple little things, but nothing major. And, I mean, there's so much other stuff that we'd like to put out there content-wise.
We've known each other for a long time. We're a pretty good duo. I don't want to waste all of that humor, all of that fun energy we have on Star Wars, because Star Wars hasn't really been given back very much, and the stuff they have been given back kind of sucks. Lego Star Wars, sure, and I'm almost tempted to just do like a lot of Lego Star Wars content, but that space and content creating, I'm not a fan of. It's very immature space, and I don't want to put myself completely into that space. I'll dip into it, but I don't want to be completely into that.
Yeah.
But we game a lot. We both game most nights, and so why don't we edit that down and put it on, or things like that.
Yep.
Or we like to rest on our underwear. Not literally, kind of.
Not literally. What do we do?
But just fun videos we could be doing.
Yep. Whole bunch of content we can throw out there. Again, if you have any suggestions, I know you guys never do because I don't know why, but we will be making specifically Among Us content from now on. No, literally. Come on, Ron.
You know who that is?
I assume it's someone we know because it says cordless.
That's funny.
A little bit like cord.
Who do you think that is?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing other stuff now. Probably wrestling in our underwear.
There we go. Exactly what was asked for. Saving us one big sock, and I mean, that gives them a real good advantage in the wrestling side of things.
Yeah. And that's really it. Andor sucks. Star Wars sucks. So we're going to do other stuff because it's fun. I mean, I would love to do other Lego videos because
he doesn't have enough Legos, though.
And then I have some other beside my other desk.
and under his desk and behind his desk. And then whatever he has twice that amount sealed.
So I just want to do other stuff too, not just Star Wars.
Yep.
And if you guys haven't already, go check out the newest video. What's it called? Politics and Star Wars Part 2.
Coming out right before
Nope,
the
it's already
politics
out.
episode. No, it came out right before this Andor episode.
It came
with
out
a ton of politics.
yesterday. Yeah, it's funny.
Oh.
We put out a video kind of regarding politics and Star Wars, and then Andor episode drops that has a lot of politics and background things of that nature.
Tons of it.
That was funny. And then we're gonna be dropping the a fun Lego video with all the 2021 sets since most of them are retiring. So watch out for that in a day or two. And then you got anything else, Afton?
That's it for me.
Yeah. That's it for this week's stream. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna change it to 7:30 from now on, not that 7:15 mark anymore, just because it's easier for both of our schedules. And that's it. We'll see you guys next week.